Hey, so what's up, lovers? Thank y'all for tuning in to this channel. Um, this is called Let's Talk About It. I've started a magazine before, or actual virtual magazine on Facebook a long time ago, in a conversation about just relationships and just men speaking out and just talking about what type of relationship it is that they are looking for, what it is that they want in a woman, and just wanted to create some type of forum to where we can all gather in and discuss these things and talk about it. So the topics are going to be um, somewhat random controlled. I guess you could say we're going to talk about relationships. And it's all from a man's point of view because I'm tired of all of us being categorized as something defined by what a woman thinks that a man may want or what a man may need. And men are not speaking out and not talking about it. So these are our opportunities right here so we can speak about it and talk about it. So this is what we're going to do it at is on this channel. So it's going to be Let's Talk About It. Like I said before, it was on Facebook, but it was called Face to Face. And Face to Face, how that was justified is just for the simple reason that relationships are no longer face to face. Relationships are more through text messaging, phone calls, internet, Skyping, whatever it is that we're doing now in this age of time that we want instant gratification. So that's what we're doing. But we still need that face to face for real relationships and for real contact. That's what we need, and that's what I'm promoting. So that's the thing that I'm talking about. So my name on here, what I like to usually go by is Mr. Rome. Mr. Wrong, for the simple reason why I come up with that is because talking to most of the women, when guys are speaking out and just talking about certain things in relationships, it typically comes across as though we're wrong. We're not right. They're always right. They can always justify this, that, and the other. But in our point of view, I'm going to always be honest. I'm going to always tell the truth in this channel. I'm always going to be upfront, blunt, frank, and some form may come across as an asshole, but to be honest, it's just coming across with the truth. So I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm not trying to offend anyone, but I just want the truth to be out there, and I'm not afraid to speak it. So if there's any questions that you have, one thing that I love talking to a lot of my female friends about is their relationships. So a lot of conversations that I'm going to have on here is a lot of conversations that I've had previously or earlier throughout the day or the week with friends of mine and just discussing, hey, just how relationships go and what's going on in their relationship and why is my man doing this or why is my man reacting that way. It's probably because your man cheating, or it's probably because your man is getting a little frustrated and tired, or it's probably because you just coming across as a bitch. And I'm being honest, you may not like some of the things that I may say, so that's where the Mr. Wrong comes from. But on the opposite end of it, that is that the spectrum has an end of where I may be right and you just don't want to hear the truth. And like I said, it's not a bash on women. This is not what this channel is about. It's not about men glorifying men. It's just about getting the truth out there about relationships. And relationships can vary from um, mother, family relationship, family ties, best friends, intimate relationships, whatever that might be, opposite sex, same sex, it doesn't matter. That's what we're here to do, is just to have those conversations. So that's what I want to do with y'all, is discuss that and talk about that today. So to get into it, what this today's vlog about is just love and choosing who you want to love and just things in that nature. And to be honest, a lot of times that we don't have that. We don't choose that. And a lot of women and a lot of people feel and think that you have to fall in love. Love just happens. I don't know. I'm in love and this person is the right person. So, I mean, I don't know what that looks like for y'all, but one conversation I was having with my friend about this is that she was saying, you know, I'm in love and I love this person and this is who I want to love and this is who I want to be with, and you're going to do things because you love that person. You're going to do things because you want to do it. Not because you love that person, but you're going to do it because you want to do it for this person. And in turn, you love this person. Love is not an emotion. Love is a choice. Love is something that you choose to do. So if you choose to love this person, then that's who you're going to choose to love. There's going to be so many people around here. I don't believe in my soulmate. I don't believe in soulmates. I believe in that you choose someone to travel this journey with based upon what y'all may have in common. and how y'all can build on that and establish that. So if you feel like this person can give you that and give you the things that you need and establish that, then definitely you should have that. And that's who you're going to choose to love, because love is a choice, not an emotion. Love is not something that just overcomes you and just be like, oh my God, what is this that I'm feeling? It has to be love. Nah, it's probably gas. It's probably anxiety. It's probably anxious. It's probably just a screw or a shroud of emotions just balled up and just coming all at once. But it's not necessarily love. And a lot of people always want to talk about, like, what is love? Well, let's talk about it. Like I just said, it's an emotion. It's a choice. It's a decision, just like anything. Like yes, no. Like this is what I choose to do. This is not what I choose to do. This is my decision-making process. So therefore, I love you because I love you. I love you because I want to be with you. That's it. That's why I'm with you. It's because I want to be with you. I choose to be with you. Period. And I love you because I choose to love you. And I do things for you because I choose to do those things for you. And sometimes relationships just get that blurred, and sometimes it gets that misconstrued. And a lot of people choose to love differently. That's one thing that we got to communicate about, is that there's a love communication. All right, a love language, as I think someone has said. I think it was a book, or I can't remember who was the author or where that came from, but somebody had justified that, your love language. And it's very true. There is a love language that we got to clarify, and everybody speaks it differently, just like any other language throughout this world. And it's all about learning that language if you want to be with this person, if you choose that person. It's a choice. You chose to be with them, so now you got to choose to have some sort of relationship with them. And how does that relationship look like? So going forward with love, so we was talking about love, and we was discussing love, and just discussing, like, hey, why do you do these certain things, or why do you react certain ways, and why do you come across this way? Lady that I'm dating, one thing that she loves to express is that you do these things. I do this because I love you, because I'm in love with you. You're not gonna do this, or I'm not gonna do that because I love you. And people that love each other don't do these things. Well, stop throwing love in it. Stop throwing love in the category on reasoning on why you doing something. Stop trying to force love to be the reason why this is the occurrence of it. I can do whatever the hell I want to do and choose whatever the fuck I want to do just because that's what I want to do. I'm going to treat you any way that I want to treat you. It has nothing to do with love, because it's always one of the greatest things that I hear from women is, you shouldn't do that, because if you love someone, you wouldn't do that. Or what's a better one? How could you do this to me if you love me? How could you talk to me this way if you love me? How could you treat me this way if you love me? That do have some truth on it. That does. Because if you love somebody, if you've made a choice to love this person, then you choose to treat them in a certain way. But love does not justify the reason on why I'm treating you this way. Love has nothing to do with why I'm doing this. It's my emotions and my feelings on why I chose to do this. So one thing, like with cheating, great topic. I mean, that's a vast topic that, I mean, I'm sure people talk about all the time. But if you cheat, it's because you don't love me. If you slept with this woman, it's because you don't love me. Or if you slept with this man, it's because you don't love me. You can't love me. There's no way you could love me. I could love you, yes, I could still love you, but it don't necessarily mean that I want to be with you. Just because I love you don't necessarily mean that I have to be in a relationship with you, regardless of what that relationship looks like. There's plenty of family members that's no longer, I guess, family members because of the things that happened or transpired through their relationship. Because they have a family relationship. So they have this relationship. So because they have that relationship, and whatever happened, or they fallen out of friendship. They had that friendship relationship, but they fallen out. Doesn't mean I don't love that person. Doesn't mean that I would spit on them when I walk by. Doesn't mean that. It just means that, hey, I'm not fucking with you no more. I love you. I do. I truly do love you, but I'm not fucking with you no more. Me and you are not in that same category. I'm not going to place you in that same position that I did once before because of the circumstances and things that we've been through. Yeah, you cheated on me. But if I choose to, I'll leave this relationship. Doesn't mean I don't love you. Doesn't mean that at all. It just means that I am not going to put myself in that type of position to be cheated on with someone that I'm with. If you're with me, you're with me. If you're not, you're not. Go, leave, do whatever it is that you want to do. But don't sit here and say you're going to be with me, committed to me, and still do whatever the hell you want to do, all this fuckery around here with whomever you choose to do it with, and still come back and just feel like you're going to have that same position and value in my life. You're not going to be valued to me the same. And vice versa. I may not be valued to you the same just because I may have cheated on you. I'm not going to be. It's not going to happen. But I'm going to love you. I still love you because my love doesn't change. They'd be like, how can you just fall out of love with somebody? You don't. You choose who you love. You choose. It's a choice. You don't fall in love. You don't fall out of love. You choose to love and choose not to love. Now, when I choose to stop loving your ass, then I stop loving you. But that's my choice. If I choose to stop it, then I'm going to stop it, period. And that's what it's going to be. But those are the things that, the choices and decisions that we make in life. And the choices and decisions in life have a great impact on relationships, a great impact. And I mean, you'll be surprised, and you shouldn't be surprised, that every decision comes with a consequence. So make sure you choose wisely. Make sure you make those decisions unemotionally, strategically, smart, through the gut, not necessarily through the heart. Because the heart will betray you every fucking time. I promise you. The heart is selfish. The heart just wants what the heart wants. So you can't always make a heartfelt decision. Because heartfelt decisions are always selfish decisions, because it's always an income or outcome for you personally. There is always a personal gain when it comes to the heart, always. And I dare you to challenge me on that. And I will give you so many prime examples on why. You could do anything. Let's say I fed the homeless because it was the right thing to do. Yeah, it was the right thing to do. It can be the right thing to do. But how did it make you feel in return? What did you get out of it? What was the value for you? Oh, man, I didn't get nothing out of it, man. You know, hey, I spent all this money. I invested into it. I did this. But how did it make you feel at the end of the day? See, the selfish part about the heart is it's not nothing that you can hold. It's not material. It's not necessarily always that case on why the heart reacts. The heart reacts most of the time because of what it makes it feel on the inside. Because the heart is going to start pulling those emotional strings, and that's where you get confused from, to think that, hey, love is an emotion, because the heart is connected to love, and people always combine that together. Oh, here's my heart because I love you. Here's my heart because you mean the world to me. Here's my heart. So your heart and love is all connected. Anytime you see hearts, you got love written in the heart and everything else. You know, love, I love you, Cupid, and all this good stuff. Hey, he got all the hearts on him, and he represents love and relationships, all that stuff. So, but love is not connected that way. Love is still a choice. Do not get confused that love is an emotion. Love can be confused to be. But love is definitely a choice on who you choose to love. So choose wisely. Choose. Choose very wisely. With men, with us, when it comes to love, we're mostly strategic. Women, they go off of their feelings and how this person may make them feel. And that's what women go off, and that's where our communication lies very differently when it comes to men and women relationships. And when we're getting in something, and the woman is like, "Oh my God, I think I love this man because this man makes me feel like this, and this man makes me feel like that." And on the other hand, with men, most of us, our love comes from the value that you can bring to us, the value that we can bring to you. What can we do for you? What can we do to increase the value of us together? If we're together, what would that look like? Not what would that feel like. What would that feel like is coming from a woman. That's how women think. And hey, if I'm wrong, women, say something. Speak up and tell me and let me know. And hey, we can have a conversation about it and we can talk about it. But what it's all about is us men go into these relationships and these topics based upon what we can get out of it and what we feel. And what I want to do is I want to stop it with that because I want to go ahead and jump into that topic, jump into the rest of it in our next vlog. So I definitely want y'all to subscribe. I want y'all to hit the like button if you do like these conversations, if you do want to be a part of them. Make sure you are subscribing. Make sure that you are hitting the notification so every time I do post that video, y'all can jump on and have comments. I definitely want to try to do some live feeds so that way I can interact with y'all at the same time and we can hear the questions and the comments and hey, we can have a live feed. I also want to bring on guests. I want to have conversations with my guy friends and give different opinions because mine is not necessarily the same as any other guy. Because you got the single man, you got the married man, you got the divorced man, you got the cheating man, you got, you got the gigolo, you got every different type of man out there, and I promise to you, I've probably been every one of them. Every one of them. And so there's a lot that I can educate you and tell you about, the things that's going on in relationships with the type of man that you may be dating. But I definitely want to jump back into this topic, definitely want to finish this conversation, so make sure you tune in, subscribe, hit that like button, give it thumbs up, and let's blow this thing up out of the water. So this is new age, this is 2017, so let's go into 2018, increasing this and bringing value to our women and to ourselves and create better relationships. That's the whole purpose of this. It's not, like I said, we're not here to bash and create a struggle between the sexes. This is something to bring us together and give us understanding about each other and create a better language, a relationship language, I should say, not love language, but a relationship language. And like I said, that relationship varies from family members, friends, loved ones. So let's talk about it, be about it, and let's make it happen. This is Mr. Rome. Peace.